Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul, and in this video series we are going to start the SQL interview questions. So this video playlist will contain tricky and nasty SQL interview questions that an interviewer can ask in your technical SQL interview. So I have compiled advanced SQL interview questions after going through multiple interview reference material as well as from my interview experience, and this video playlist will help you to prepare for companies like Oracle, Google, eBay, Amazon, Flipkart, and other companies. Each question in this video series is accompanied with an answer because we want to save your time while you are preparing for an interview. So after going through this playlist 2 or 3 times, you will be well prepared to face a technical interview on SQL for an experienced business analyst or experienced data analyst. This video series is also important for anyone who is preparing to appear for a data engineer interview. So let's go and see the first question that we have in this series is to get the second highest salary. So the question is that you have to write an SQL query to get the second highest salary among all employees given an employee table with 2 columns. So you have 2 columns here. First column is employee ID and the second column is salary. And you have to find out the second highest salary. This means that what is the second highest salary within this data. So if we think about the answer, or if you think about the query, that how you can write it, so there are multiple ways to get the second highest salary among all employees. And in this video we are going to discuss specifically about the 4 ways in which we can write an SQL query to get the second highest salary. So let's go to our SQL workbench and see the table that we have here that contains the employee ID and the salary. So I'll write select star from SQL interview, which is my database dot employee salary. Now if I run this query, you can see that we have 10 rows of employee with their salary detail, and we have taken only this 10 rows intentionally so that you can see that which one is the highest salary or which is the lowest salary, and when we run our queries, then how this SQL query performs or how this SQL query extracts the result. So what we have to do here is that we have to get the second highest salary. So the first thing that you need to understand is that you have to get the highest salary first from the table, and then you have to remove that highest salary, or you can say that you have to exclude that highest salary, and then you have to get the second highest salary, or you can say that after excluding the highest salary from the table, you have to get the highest salary from the remaining data. So to see the highest salary from this table, what we can simply do here is that we can write, or we can sort our result set by salary. So we'll write order by salary descending, and then we'll run this query. So as I have run this query, you can see that the highest salary is 92,462. The second highest salary is 89,146. So in our result set, we have to get this value 89,146. Now, when you have seen this table and you understand that what exactly is the result set that you want, it's easier for you to create logic. So in this video, we will be discussing about the 4 different ways that how you can get the second highest salary. The first option is to use the subquery. The second option is to use not equals to. Third option is to use the rank function, and the fourth option is use the dense rank function. Now you might be thinking is that why we are using these 4 different ways to write a single query. So the reason behind it is that in an interview, the interviewer can ask you to write the same query in different ways. They might ask you to get the second highest salary, and you have given the answer, or you have written your query on the machine, and then he might ask you that is there any other possible way to get the result set, and then you have to think of the other ways to get the result, the same result. So that's why we will be discussing these 4 different options to get the same result. So the first option that we have here is to use this subquery. So the first thing that we will do is that we will get the highest salary value using the max function in a subquery, and then we can exclude that highest salary from the result set. And let me show you how we can do that. So we will simply write select max salary from SQL interview, which is my database, dot employee salary, which is my table. And then what I will do is that I'll simply put a where condition, where salary not in, and then within this subquery I'll again write select star from, or sorry, we'll write select max salary from SQL interview dot employee salary. And now let's run this query. So ideally, once I should run this query, I should get 89,146 as the second highest salary after removing this 92,462. So let's go and run this query. So we are getting our result as 89,146, which is correct. Now you might think that how exactly this query is working, how or what is the logic behind this query. So you have to understand that whenever you are using a subquery, the first query that runs is the inner query, and within this query that we have written, the inner query is this one. So first of all, this line number 11s get executed and it will give you the highest salary or the maximum salary, which was 92,000. And then this outer query runs. When this outer query runs, it gets the highest salary, which is not in this part of the result set. So when this outer query runs, it basically exclude the highest salary or the result which you got from this line or from the inner query. That's how this query gives you the second highest salary from the table. Now we'll talk about the second option that we can use is not equals. So this not equals option also uses this subquery logic. So we'll simply write select max of salary from our table and then we'll write the where condition. Within this where condition, we'll put salary is not equal to, and then we'll use this subquery part. Within this subquery part, we'll again put the same condition that you have to get the highest salary from this employee salary table. Okay, see, this option 2 is same as option 1. There is only one difference. The difference is that we are using not equal to instead of not in. Both are different operator in SQL. So if I run this query, ideally I should get this 89,146. So let's go and run this query. Again, after running this query, I am getting the second highest salary, which is 89,146. So as I was telling you earlier that both of these two options are same, but the difference is that instead of using this not equal to, we are using not in. So ideally both of these queries are using the same logic, but if somebody asks you to provide the result using different ways in SQL, you can do it in this way. Now let's go to our third option, that is using rank function. Now this rank function is a window function in SQL and it could be used to calculate a rank for each row within a partition of a result set. Although this rank function is very useful function in SQL, but it does have one of the limitations, or you can say that you will have a disadvantage, that the same rank is assigned to the rows in a partition which have the same values. So if your data have the same values or duplicate values, then you should not use this rank function. You should use actually the dense rank function or the row number function instead of rank. So what exactly this rank function does? So let's go and run this query first so that I can explain in a better way. So what this rank function does is that it basically creates a rank for each of the values that you have in your table. So based on the partition that you have given in your query, it will provide a rank to each and every value. So if I provide the partition at a salary level, then what this rank function will do is that it will put rank 1 on this 92,462 because this is the highest salary. Then it will put second rank on 89,000 and so on based on the value. So what this rank function will do is that it will compare the values, and based on your criteria, either ascending or descending order, and the partition of the column, it will basically gives rank to each and every row within the partition of the result set. And using this rank function, you can get the second highest salary, third highest salary, fourth highest salary, or even the nth highest salary based on your requirement. So let's go and see how we can use this rank function. So what we'll do is that first we'll write a simple select star statement, which is select star from SQL interview dot employee salary, and let's run this. Now as you can see that we have our data sorted by this employee ID here, okay, and our highest salary was 92,000, which was for employee 6. Now if I use this rank function here, rank over, as I told you that we will use this partition, but for this simple example we don't need to use any kind of partition. We can simply put rank over a particular column, and then we can give whether we want that particular column, in our instance it's salary, that whether we want this salary to be in ascending order or descending order, and based on our ascending and descending order the rank will be applied. So for us we need to put salary in descending order, so we'll simply put order by salary and then we'll put descending, and we'll give a name to this rank function or this rank column as RNK, right? Now if I run this query now, you will see that your entire result set has been sorted by salary in descending order, and each of these row has a rank. So you can see that 92,000 is on rank 1, 89,000 is on rank 2, 85,000 is on rank 3, again this 85,085 is on rank 4. Now if somebody asks you that can you get the second highest salary, you can simply put a where clause over this query and get the second highest salary where the rank is equal to 2. Let me show you how. So you will simply write select star from this as final view. That you can put any name that you want, right? So I'll put final view dot star as final view where rank is equal to 2. Okay, now we have to remove this from here. Now if I run this query, you will get only this second row in your result set because of this where condition. So let's run this query. So you're getting employee 2, salary 89,146, rank 2. Now if your interviewer asks is that can you get the third highest salary or fifth highest salary? So what you have to do is that you have to simply replace this 2 with 5 to get the fifth highest salary. If he or she asks you to get the seventh highest salary, you just have to remove this 5 and put 7 and then get the seventh highest salary. So this is how basically you can use rank function to calculate the rank of each row within the result set and get your output based on your required conditions. Now the last option that we will be using in this video is the dense rank function. And why we are using this dense rank function is because this dense rank function helps you to specify a unique rank number within the partition as per the specified column value. It is very much, or you can say that it is similar to the rank function with a small difference. In SQL, if you have duplicate values, then this dense rank function will assign the different rank to those rows as well. Ideally, we should get the same rank for duplicate or the similar values. That's why we should use dense rank function when you have a duplicate value in your data set. So suppose if there are 2 or 3 employees that have the same salary, okay, and then if we apply this rank function that we have used over here, then our output might not be the correct. So that's why, to overcome this limitation, SQL has provided us this dense rank function, which will assign the different rank to those rows which have duplicate value. So in order to use this dense rank function, we can simply replace this rank function with this dense rank function and run this query. So let me write this query. We'll write select star comma dense rank, and we'll use over. After this over, we have to give order by, and after this order by, we have to give the column by which we want to put the rank, and that is salary. And we want the salary to get ranked in descending order, so we'll put descending as rank from SQL interview dot employee salary. Okay, and then we will use this entire query as a subquery for our outer query, which will be select star from this subquery which we have written earlier, and we'll put a name as v. Okay, and then we'll put a where condition where rnk is equal to 3. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. Now if somebody wants the third rank or fourth rank or fifth rank, you just have to replace this number here from 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, and then you will get the third highest salary or fourth highest salary or fifth highest salary. So let's run this query and see our output. So our third highest salary is 85,339. So this is how you can get the second highest, third highest, nth highest salary from a table, or nth highest value from the table. Now since the start of this video, we have used this subquery as the first option, not equal to as second option, rank function as third option, dense rank function as fourth option. Let me add one more option over here to get the nth highest salary, or you can say second highest salary, third highest salary, based on your requirement, by using the row number function. So we'll use this row number function over here also. So you might be thinking that why we have to use row number function. See, most of the times when you have to like impress your interviewer, you can say that okay, I can get this output using 3 different ways, 4 different ways, or 5 different ways, and then he has an impression about you that okay, this person has some kind of exposure with SQL and he has worked on a real data, that's why, or he can write the query in 5 different ways. So our fifth option will be to use this row number function. So for this row number function, again it will follow the same rule or the syntax that we have used above for rank and dense rank. We'll simply write select star comma row number, then we'll put over, and after this over we'll write order by salary in descending order, and we'll give name of this column as rnk from SQL interview dot our table name, which is employee salary. Okay, and then we will treat this entire query as a subquery for our outer query, which will be select star from this as v, where we'll put the condition as rank is equal to 3, and then we'll run this query. So again we are getting the same output. So this is how basically you can use multiple ways to get a single output, and once you have understanding about all of these different queries or different ways of getting a single output, you have a high chance to get yourself marked above the other candidates. So in a nutshell, if you have to get the highest salary or you have to get the nth highest number or value from a table, you can use different method. The first method is subquery. The second method is to use the not equals with the subquery. The third option is to use the rank function. Fourth option is to use the dense rank function. So you will use dense rank function when you knew that if there is any duplicacy in your data, then you have to use either the dense rank function or the row number function. You should not use this rank function. So the fourth option that I told you was to use dense rank function, and the fifth option was to use this row number function. Let me know your thought about this question and these 5 different options that we have used to write the query or to get the output. Now if you want to practice another SQL interview question, you can click on the right hand side of this video, or if you want to learn about SQL from basics, then you can click on the left hand side of this video. Happy learning and see you in the next video.